Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm gonna do a review on a movie that I actually really enjoy. Damn it, I spoiled it. Well, anyway, I'm gonna do a movie review on The Martian. And it is not about aliens on Mars, it's actually about a human being alive on the planet Mars. And yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting premise. The movie is directed by Ridley Scott, who directed amazing movies like Alien and Blade Runner. And now he's back with another great idea to make a movie about a man stranded on the planet Mars. It's adapted from a book written by a person named Andy Weir. That's why there's not much creativity going on with the plot. But don't worry, because the scenes, the writing is also executed really well. So first of all, it stars Matt Damon and another bunch of actors and actresses that doesn't really show up that much. But Matt Damon is the focus of the movie. And tell you what, Matt Damon is a good actor. He was going to prove it in The Martian, and he really proved it. He proved himself as a great actor. And although he didn't win, but I think it's a really well-deserving Oscar nomination. Matt Damon was great in this movie. He showed how hard and how difficult it is to fight for life, but at the same time, he also has this side of humor, of comedy, that landed pretty well into the story itself. Yeah, Mars is a pretty damn barren and deserted planet. There's nothing really on Mars. You know, like it's just desert. You look out and it's all desert. And that's why it looks really, really hopeless at first. But Matt Damon, or the character Mark Watney, decided that, wait, but I can live. So, in order to fight for life, he stayed on Mars and decided to plant potatoes, decided to get the food from another space station on Mars. You know what I mean? And he actually lived, and that's pretty crazy, to be honest. It's like a game, it's like a survival game, except it's more cinema. It's more cinema. Speaking of cinema, the cinematography is actually pretty good. Not that it's mind-blowing, not that it's the greatest thing ever, but it's actually pretty decent and nice, since Mars is a very hopeless planet, in my opinion. The way the story makes Mars 10 times more interesting is really, really good. It's really nice. That's why Ridley Scott did something magical to the planet Mars on the movie. The visual effects and the sound editing and mixing are also pretty decent. It's also pretty nice. Nothing too bad about it, nothing too great, but yeah, it's pretty good. And the meaning of the movie overall, it's about fighting for life, it's about struggling to survive and do whatever you need to do in order to live, and I think it's a pretty good concept, given how hopeless, again, it's the third time I use that word, but it's pretty, if you or me get stranded on planet Mars, well, you're pretty much dead, but this man, Mark Watney, really had hope in his heart. There's a lot of jokes in the script also. There's a lot of funny moments in the movie. And those jokes landed pretty well. It's not like super funny, since this movie is still kind of dramatic. It's not like a comedic movie. But however, a little bit comedy doesn't hurt, because it makes the story really, really more realistic. However, I have one big problem with the movie, and it is the ending. The ending is basically, Earth. Half an hour of Earth. Like, it's really weird, because you hit the climax of the entire movie. You hit the climax, and then you're like, okay, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to end. But then no, you still have half an hour of scenes back on Earth, and I feel like that's pretty unnecessary. But I also think that it's not really Ridley Scott's or the producer's fault. I think because here's the thing: NASA actually required Ridley Scott and the movie people working on The Martian to do stuffs. Okay, I'm not sure what stuffs they're doing, but NASA had requirements for the movie. So I think those requirements are fulfilled in the last half an hour. In that Earth sequence thing, it's a little bit educational, but whatever. I guess I'm fine with it. So yeah, the ending is not that impressive from a artistic standpoint. But other than that, it's a true to itself adaptation with some really nice humor and really nice scenes. Matt Damon did an amazing job in portraying this guy who fights so hard for life. Yeah, and again, this movie is Neil deGrasse Tyson approved, so yeah, it's pretty scientifically accurate, and that's pretty impressive. Um, it's not really about the tension, the suspense is not really about the horrors, the fears, but it's all about fighting for life. And that's why the movie is pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. Overall, I'm saying The Martian is a movie worth watching, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. So, have you watched The Martian? From 1 to 10, how much would you rate it? Like if you like, and subscribe if you want more.